Hello friends, Kurt Berglund with a new series that I'm very excited about. The game that I'll be using for this series is Fall Classic Baseball. Give it a run on my channel, see what you think. Please tell me in the comments below if you'd like more Fall Classic on my channel. This is a best of 5 series between two World Series champion teams, the 2016 Chicago Cubs and the 1961 New York Yankees. Couple of rules that I'm building into for this game. First rule is that the Cubs will have games 1 and 2 at home. The Yankees will have games 3, and then if necessary, 4 and 5, 3, 4, and 5 in Yankee Stadium. The rotation will be a 4-man rotation, but if the Yankees need and are on an elimination game for Game 4, I'm saying now that I'm going to allow them to bring Whitey Ford back in Game 4 for that game. So yeah, and then we'll see about Game 5. The lineups are ones of my choosing, so heads are going to explode all over this great land of ours. But I'm sticking pretty closely to what was used in real life, both against lefties and righties. The Cubs used 27 or 28 different players on their 25-man roster at the different levels of the playoffs in 2016. I chose a 12-pitcher, 13-hitter roster for them to use for this series. So we'll go over what the rosters look like when we get to that. And I think with that, we're ready to go. Game 1 is going to feature the left-handed aces, of course, of each team. It'll be Jon Lester going for the Cubs against Whitey Ford going for the New York Yankees. With that, let's get to the starting lineups. For the visiting Yankees in Game 1, it'll be Bobby Richardson leading off at second base, Tony Kubek batting second at shortstop, Roger Maris batting third in right field, Mickey Mantle batting fourth in center, Elston Howard will bat fifth and do the catching, Bill Skowron will bat sixth and play first base, Hector Lopez will bat seventh and play left field, Clete Boyer will bat eighth and play third base, and Whitey Ford will bat ninth and do the pitching. For the homestanding Cubs, it's Dexter, and by the way, this team, the 2016 World Series teams, the Cubs and the Indians, and the 2018 ALCS teams, the Astros and the Indians, are available on the website for Fall Classic for free. If you want to download them and try the game out, you can do that. Okay, Dexter Fowler for the Cubs will lead off in center field. Chris Bryant will bat second at third base. Anthony Rizzo will bat third at first base. Ben Zobrist will clean up and play left field. Javi Baez will bat fifth and play second base. Addison Russell will bat sixth and play shortstop. Jason Hayward will bat seventh and play right field. And David Ross will bat eighth and do the catching as Jon Lester's personal catcher. And there is Jon Lester batting ninth and doing the pitching. Okay, so we are at Wrigley Field. Here is our ballpark. Here is our ballpark card for Wrigley Field. So we'll have this handy as well in case we need that. Alrighty. So Richardson steps into the batter's box. We've got our 2 D6s plus our D20, and we're ready to go. First thing we have to do is to roll for the pitcher's stuff. Rolling for Lester first. It's an 8, so he is a B. He's got his average stuff. And Whitey Ford is a 17. He is a C pitcher today. All right. So he has below average stuff, is what that means. And now we're ready to go. Bobby Richardson stepping into the batter's box. And here's the first pitch. It's a 22. There's a base hit for Bobby Richardson to center field. And he's on to start this game, and that'll be Kubek. And with C stuff, it could be that Whitey's going to need every run he can get. Lester the stretch and the pitch. Base hit, extra bases for Kubek. It's down the left field line. Zobrist has to go get it. He's got some trouble with it down in the corner. Richardson is an F runner. He is going to score all the way from first. Russell's throw home is late to David Ross. It's 1-0 Yankees. Now it's Maris up with Mantle on deck. Lester the stretch and the pitch is a 32. That's blank on Maris's card. The 32 is an out on Lester's card. It's grounded to Bryant, so Kubek will hold, and the throw to first is in time to get Maris. 1 down in the Yankee first. Now it's Mantle with first base open. Howard is on deck, and he had a monster year in 61 as well. So they're not going to walk Mickey. They're going to pitch to him. And this is a 13. He draws a walk. One of those unintentional, intentional jobs. So it's Kubek at second, Mantle at first, and 1 out for Howard. Lester the stretch and the pitch. 51 is, first we check the 12. That's not in Lester's strikeout range, so we have to do an error check. We re-roll all 3 dice. It's a 51. It's a grounder to third. That's Bryant. Okay. And that's not in Bryant's error range. He is a 6 on the error. And 19 is not in that. So it's a grounder on first and second. A D20 is odd, so it's a ground double play. So Bryant goes to Baez for 1. The relay to Rizzo is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by the Cubs, and they're out of the first inning and feeling lucky to have only allowed 1 run to the 61 Yankees. The Yankees get 1 run on 2 hits and leave 1. So it'll be Ford in the bottom of the first facing Fowler, Bryant, and Rizzo for the Cubs. That's a ball 4 to Fowler, and he's aboard with a walk. Bryant up now. Ford the stretch is a 26. He does not throw left. So it's going to be an out, and that's going to be a 15. Checking Boyer's arm. He gloves it, fires to Richardson for 1. And the relay to first is not in time. It's a 5-4 fielder's choice. Fowler is retired. Bryant is safe at first, and now it's Rizzo. Cubs looking to tie this game up if they can in the first. Ford the stretch. The pitch to Rizzo is a blank, but it's a K. Hey, struck him out on Ford's card. And there's 2 down in the first with Bryant still at first base, and now it's Zobrist. Ford the stretch, the pitch to Ben. It's a 5. That's not in Ford's strikeout zone, so we have an error check. In the 51 column, it's a 36. It's grounded to Skowron. And the 16 on the D20, I do not believe will be in Skowron's error range. He is an error 8, so he makes that play unassisted, and that retires the Cubs in the first. So after one complete, it's 1-0 61 Yankees over the 16 Cubs. Lester hoping for a smoother second inning. Skowron, Lopez, and Boyer 6, 7, 8 for the Yankees. That's a 13 to Skowron. Hey, struck him out, and that's Lester's first. 1 gone in the second. Now it's Lopez, the right-handed hitting side of the platoon in left. The pitch is a 45. That's a blank. On Lester's card, that's an out. The 16 tells us it's grounded to Addison Russell at short. He gloves it and throws to Rizzo for out number 2. Cleat Boyer up with 2 outs and nobody on. 61 is a blank. Hey, struck him out. That's number 2 for Lester. And it's a 1-2-3 second inning for Jon against this tough Yankee lineup. In the second for Whitey Ford, it'll be Baez, Russell, and Hayward. Righty, lefty. Almost didn't play Hayward, but I don't know. I have trouble taking him out of the lineup. On the 2016 Cubs. All right, Baez up. Ford lines and delivers a 23. Hey, struck him out. Number 2 for Whitey. The C column is something he's surviving to this point. Russell up. Ford winds and delivers a 54. It's chart 54. Chart 54. We got the 9 on a D20. So we got to go to the Wilder chart on the base is empty. Wild S chart, base is empty. 19 fly ball left center caught by Mantle. And we're not going to do, well, let's see. Collision, roll a D6. If it's a 1, if it's a 6, the ball is jarred loose for a double. It's not a 6. Mantle makes the catch. And there's 2 down in the second. Hayward up to face Ford with nobody on and 2 outs. Ford winds and delivers. 33 is ball 4. Ford walks Hayward, and with 2 outs, it's going to be Ross. Ford the stretch. The pitch to David Ross is a thay. Struck him out, and that'll end the second inning. Ford has walked 2, but allowed no base hits so far. We've played 2 complete. It's 1-0 Yankees. For the Yankees in the third, it'll be Ford, and then the top of the order with Richardson and Kubek. Lester winds and delivers 46. That's a ballpark check. It's a 17. Ford is a left-handed batter. It's a, oh boy. He hits this into left. Zobrist goes to run it down. Whitey's going to try and stretch it into a double. He has a strong arm. So here is the throw. And I think he got him. He got him at second. Ford with a single tries to stretch it into a double. Zobrist fires it to Baez, and they get Ford sliding at second, trying to stretch it into two. So 1 out in the Yankee third as Ford gets adventurous on the base paths. Richardson up, 1 for 1 with the run scored. 43 is a blank. On Lester, it's an out, and the 8 tells us it's a fly ball to center field. Under it is Fowler. And there's 2 down, and now Kubek. Nobody award against Lester. Pitch to Tony. 63 is a blank. 63 is, hey, struck him out. That's number 3. 3 in 3 innings for Lester. After 2.5, it's 1-0 Yankees in Game 1 of this best-of-5 series using Fall Classic Baseball. Okay, Lester up against Ford for the first time. 23 is an out. 6 tells us that it goes as a ground ball to Kubek. And Tony throws to Skowron for out number 1. Now it's Fowler. Dexter, no official at-bats. He walked in the first. The pitch from Ford. 52 is the 14's not in the strikeout zone for Whitey, so we're going to do an error check on the 52. Here's our column. Roll all 3 dice. And we have a 25. That's grounded to Boyer. Cleat gloves it and throws to Skowron for the out. And there's 2 gone in the Cubs' third. Ford's doing quite nicely without his best stuff. Bryant 0 for 1. 2 outs, nobody on. Ford winds and delivers a 12, and he dotted him. It's a hit by pitch. The 16 is less than 18, so Bryant reaches on the hit by pitch, which will bring up Rizzo with 2 outs. Ford the stretch. The pitch to Rizzo is a 21, and that is a comebacker. Gloved by Whitey. He takes a couple steps towards Skowron and underhands him the ball. That will retire the Cubs in the third. We go to the fourth. 1-0 New York Yankees. So in the fourth, Lester will face Maris, Mantle, and Howard, the meat of the 61 Yankee order. Lester winds and delivers a 13. That's going to be an out, and that is hit to center. Not deep. Fowler under it, and there's 1 down. Lester's allowed 3 hits. He's walked 1. He has struck out 3, and allowed 1 run. It's earned. Mantle walked in the first. Pitch to the Mick. 52. 9 is... Hey, struck him out. No, it's not. I looked at the wrong thing. It's not in his strikeout zone, so we go to the 52 error column, rolling a bunch of them. Pitch, or the roll on the error chance, is a 62 with an 11. That's hit to Addison Russell. Russell's error number is a 4. So the 11 is greater than that. He makes the play to Rizzo, and there's 2 down in the Yankee fourth. Elston Howard up. He grounded into that double play in the first inning. 0 for 1, and there's 2 outs in the Yankee fourth. The pitch from Lester is going to be trouble. This is hit to center and deep. Back is Fowler, but it's a 19. He's going to make the catch, and that's out number 3. So one more biscuit for breakfast, and Howard turns this into a 2-0 game, but Lester gets him by sending Fowler to deep center. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-0 Yankees. Zobrist, Baez, and Russell 4, 5, and 6 for the Cubs. Pitch to Ben is a hit to center and deep. This is going to get over Mantle's head. Zobrist with a chance to run. Look at him go. He's around second. Mantle's throw to Kubek. Kubek's throw to Boyer. Zobrist slides. He is safe with a triple, a leadoff triple. The first hit for the Cubs, and it's Ford's first jam, real jam of the ball game. So Zobrist is at third with nobody out. The Yankee infield is going to play back. Ford obviously looking for a strikeout or a pop-up from Baez. The stretch from Whitey. He checks Zobrist. The pitch home is a 52. We got another error check. It's a 13. It goes to center field. Mantle's error rating is a 5. So he's going to make that catch. And Zobrist will hold. So Baez flies out to short center. There's one gone. Now it's Russell with Hayward on deck. Ford the stretch, the pitch. The infield is still back. 60. Hey, struck him out. That's number 4 for Ford. And it's going to take a 2-out hit to score Zobrist now. Hayward walked in the second. Whitey the stretch, the pitch to Hayward. That's a 41. It's a blank. 41. He walks him. He walks Hayward. So now it's first and third with Ross coming up. First base not open, so you don't have the escape hatch of going to Lester, who's on deck. Cubs at the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. They trail 1-0. The pitch to Ross is hit deep to left. Back goes Lopez. Warning track, wall, and it's gone. David Ross just hit a 3-run bomb, and it's 3-1 Cubs all of a sudden in the bottom of the fourth. You can't tell anything happened by the look on Whitey Ford's face, but you got to know the chairman of the board is not happy about that development. Lester up 0 for 1. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Hey, struck him out, and that's Ford's 5th strikeout, but he'd allowed 3 in the Cub fourth. On 2 hits, they left none. And suddenly the Cubs have taken the lead after 4 complete. 3-1 ball game. Top of the 5th, Skowron, Lopez, and Boyer for the Yankees. Moose is 0 for 1. Pitch from Lester is hit to left and deep. This'll drive Zobrist back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. 3-2 Cubs. Just like that. And now action's going to start in the Chicago bullpen. Carl Edwards starts to throw along with Travis Wood, lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. Lopez up now, 0 for 1. Nobody on, nobody out. It's 3-2 Cubs in the top of the fifth. The pitch. It's an out. It's a 14. That's grounded to Baez. He gloves it and throws to Rizzo. 1 down. Now it's Boyer. If you're thinking about stamina, Lester's stamina is 28 hitters. He has faced 16 to this point. Ford is on deck. The pitch to Cleat. That's a blank. 36. It's an out. It's a 2. That hit to Fowler in center. He's into right center a few steps, but he's got it for out number 2. And here's Whitey Ford. Pitch from Lester, 46. We have a ballpark check. 16. Left-handed batter. Popped it up. In foul territory is Bryant, and he will take it for out number 3. So the Yankees get a run on a homer to left by Skowron. And after 4.5, we're halfway through this one, and it's a 3-2 Cub advantage in Game 1 of this best of 5. Fowler will lead off the bottom of the 5th. It's Fowler, Bryant, Rizzo, top of the order for the Cubs against Ford. His stamina is a 33, and he's faced 18 so far. Pitch to Fowler is a 16. Hey, struck him out. That's number 6 for Ford in 5 innings with bad stuff. Bryant up. 0 for 1, and he got dotted in the 3rd. The pitch. He just got dotted again. Bryant gives the chairman of the ward a long look as he walks down to first base. He's all right, and Rizzo comes to the plate, shaking his head at the chairman of the board. Rizzo 0 for 2. The pitch to him, 26. He's a left-handed pitcher, so that's an out. It's a 14. Ground ball, Richardson. Got to check his arm. It is strong. That is to Kubek for 1. And to Skowron for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 4-6-3 double play turned by the Yankees. That ends the Cub 5th. It's 3-2 Chicago. We got a good Game 1 going. Lester starting the 6th. Edwards and Wood standing in the bullpen, ready to go. Richardson, 1 for 2. The pitch to Bobby is a 63. That's blank. Hey, struck him out on Lester's card. That's strikeout number 4 for John, and we're going to get to Kubek. Kubek is 1 for 2. He drove in a run with a double in the 1st. The pitch to Tony, 34. That's a blank. 34. Base hit for Kubek. Here comes Joe Madden, and that's going to be it for Lester. He wants Travis Wood to face Maris, the left-hander, and he will get him. Let's talk about Lester's numbers, then we'll talk about Wood. Lester went 5 1/3. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 1. He struck out 4 and allowed 2 runs so far. They're both earned, and 1 home run. Kubek is his responsibility on first base. He can only win this game or get a no decision. He cannot lose it. Wood is on. He was 4-0 in 77 games and 61 innings. He is a left-hander. He is on to face Maris, who is 0 for 2. On deck is Mantle. Edwards throwing hard in the bullpen for the Cubs. Maris in there. Wood, the stretch, checks Kubek. The pitch home is a 21. That is an out. It is lined to Zobrist in left. He charges hard and makes the catch for out number 2, and now it'll be Mantle. Switch hitter. They're going to have Wood go after him. 0 for 1 with a walk for Mickey. 2 outs in the 6th. Kubek still at first. The pitch. 53. Got to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. All right. This is our range hit chance column. 53. It's a 26. It's to right. Jason Hayward is a 19. He's going to get there and make the catch. And now you know why I started Jason Hayward. Mantle is retired. So are the Yankees in the 6th. Travis Wood's day is likely done, but we'll see. Now it's Ford coming back out to face Zobrist, Baez, and Russell 4, 5, 6, and the Cubs 6th. It's 3-2 Chicago in Game 1 of this best of 5. One for 2, triple and a run scored. He got the party started in the 4th of the leadoff triple. The pitch to Zobrist. It's an out. It's a comebacker to Ford. He turns and throws to Skowron, and there's 1 down in the Cubs 6th. Baez up now. Ford has allowed 2 hits. He's walked. He's been wild. He's walked 3. He has hit 2 batters. The same guy, Bryant, twice. And that's to left and deep. Mantle back, Lopez back, Lopez back, it's gone, 4-2. Cubs, bottom of the 6th on a home run to left center by Javi Baez. That's going to get action going in the Yankee bullpen. And it's Jim Coates, a right-hander, getting up to throw. Russell is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Cubs lead 4-2, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. The pitch to Russell, 56. That's a blank. 56. Hey, struck him out on Ford's card. That's strikeout number 7. For Whitey. Now it's Hayward. Made a big-time catch in the top of the 6th. He's walked twice and scored a run. 2 down, bottom of the 6th. Pitch from Ford is a 36. That's a blank, a 36. Gonna be an out. And that's grounded to Kubek. Tony gloves it and throws to Skowron, and that'll retire the Cubs in the 6, but they get a run on a Javi Baez homer. Don't leave anybody. It's 4-2 after 6. We're going to have a new Cubs pitcher in the 7th. And it's going to be Carl Edwards. He will bat in the 9 spot in the order. And in the Cub bullpen, it's Pedro Strop starting to throw in case Edwards runs into some difficulty. Howard is 0 for 2. Yankees down by 2. It's 4-2 Cubs in the top of the 7th. Let's tell you about Travis Wood. He went 2/3 of an inning with nothing else. Edwards, 36 games, 36 innings, 1 loss, 2 saves, but 52 strikeouts. Edwards is a master of the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Pitch to Howard. 35 is a blank. Got a 19, but Edwards does not have good stuff today. It's a 19, 35, 35. Hey, struck him out, and Edwards has 1 gone in the 7th. Now it's Skowron, 1 for 2 with a homer in the 5th. Edwards the stretch and the pitch, and there it goes to center. Back goes Fowler. It's gone. 4-3 Cubs. The Yankees keep coming. 2 homers for Skowron on the day. Lopez due. A lefty is not going in the bullpen, so here comes Yogi Berra out of the Yankee dugout. He represents the tying run, of course. 4-3 ball game. And Boyer comes on deck. So the left-handed hitting Berra will hit for Lopez in the 7th. It's 4-3 Cubs. That's going to do it for Edwards. Here comes Madden, and he wants Strop. So it's Strop. 54 games, 47 innings, 60 strikeouts, 2 wins, 2 losses, no saves. But huge in the Cubs bullpen in 16. Edwards went 1/3 of an inning with a strikeout, a homer, and that's it. Berra looking to get on. Now, starting in the Cubs bullpen will be Mike Montgomery and Hector Rondon. Lefty-righty double-barreled action. Strop facing Berra. The pitch. 35 is a blank. We got to see what, got to remember the 12, see what Strop is. He has A stuff. It's a 12 on a 35, and it's an out. The 12 tells us it's popped up. Rizzo in fair territory will take it for out number 2. Now it's Boyer with Ford on deck, but not likely to bat if he gets to that point. Boyer's 0 for 2. There's 2 outs. Strop, the stretch, and the pitch. That's going to be to right toward the line. Hayward on the run, and he will get there for out number 3. So the Yankees get a run back on a homer by Skowron. It's time to stretch them out in Chicago. It's 4-3 Chicago. We have an excellent Game 1 going on of this best of 5. Ford out. for the bottom of the 7th with Coates ready to go in the bullpen. It's Ross, then the pitcher spot, then Fowler up for the Cubs in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to David Ross. 35's a blank. 35's a base hit for David Ross, and he's on, and that'll get Ralph Houck to the top step of the dugout. But no further yet. Coming out to pinch hit for the pitcher Strope is Jorge Soler. That will get Houck out of the dugout. He's seen enough out of Whitey for one day. So Ford goes 6 innings. He allows 3 hits, 2 homers. He's walked 3, he's hit 2 batters, and he has struck out 7. That's it for him. By the way, Yogi Berra is now in left field. Coming on to pitch is Jim Coates. Coates is a right-hander, kind of a swing man for the Yankees in 61. 43 games, 11 of them starts. 4 complete games, 11-5 with 5 saves. His stuff today, not good. He's a C. And Louis Arroyo is going to start throwing in the Yankee bullpen. So, Soler to face Coates. Ross on first. Coates the stretch. The pitch home is a 52. The 9 is not in Coates' range for a strikeout. So we're going to do an error check on a 52. It's a 35. That's a grounder to Boyer, but the D20 is a 4. That's awfully low. And he boots it. It's a 1-base error on Boyer. He throws it in the dirt to Skowron, who can't dig it out. That's an E5. Soler is safe. Ross moves up to second. And the Cubs have something cooking in the 7th to try and put this game away. Fowler up. Coates the stretch. The pitch to Dexter. 22 is ball 4. The bases are dripping with Cubs, and there's nobody out. Bryant up. He's 0 for 1, and he's been dotted twice. Infield in for the Yankees. 4-3 Cubs, bottom of the 7th. Coates the stretch, checks the runners, the pitch home. It's the 54 chart. Not good news for the Yankees. Men are on base for the Wilder chart. It's a 12. Lead runner picked off if the catcher. Let's see what his arm is like. Gotta believe it's strong. It is strong. S arm and D6 roll 1 to 6. He got him. Elston Howard just picked David Ross off third base with a rifle shot throw to Boyer, who applies the tag. Well, that's quite a break for the Yankees. There's still 2 Cubs on, but now there's 1 out. They can play at double play depth. Rizzo on deck. Bryant at the bat. The pitch. 41 is a blank. For Coates, 41 is ball 4. He walked him full again, and that's going to do it. Here comes Houck. He wants Arroyo, but we're going to see a double switch. Berra's coming out of the game. And Arroyo will take over in the 7 spot in the batting order. One out, bases loaded. So it's Soler at third, Fowler at second, Bryant at first. Arroyo's a left-hander. He was their closer. 65 games, 119 innings, and 29 saves with a 15-5 mark. The Yankees are going to play the infield in. Coates went 1/3 of an inning, walked 2 men. More action in the Yankee bullpen. It's going to be, we need a left fielder too. It's going to be Hal Reniff starting to throw in the Yankee bullpen, and he's going to be joined by Bud Daly. The new left fielder is going to be Johnny Blanchard, and he will bat in the 9 spot and lead off the bottom of the top of the 8th. Okay, so our counting is done. Rizzo is up. Bases are loaded. Infield is in. 1 out. Arroyo looking for a strikeout. The pitch to Rizzo. 19. Oh, we didn't do the roll. It's a 14, so he's got B stuff. It's a 53. Get to the kitchen. Oh my God, I smell gas. It's a range check. Rizzo, 26 on the range check. It's hit to right, and Maris, I don't think is going to get there. His range is an 8. I rolled a 20. He ain't getting there. So the bases are loaded. So this is a 26. It's a base hit. And that'll drive home Soler. It's 5-3 Cubs. Fowler puts the brakes on at third. Rizzo's on with a single. Bryant now at second. 5-3 Cubs, bottom of the 7th. And here comes Baez. Oh, I'm sorry, here comes Zobrist. 1 for 3. Okay. Infield still in. Pitch to Zobrist. 56. That's blank. Goes to Arroyo's card. Hey, struck him out. And that's 2 down for the Cubs. Now it's Baez. Base is still dripping with Cubs. A hit is big here. They got a 5-3 lead, but they can blow it open. Arroyo the stretch. The pitch to Javi. 51, we got, a 10, but that's not in his zone. So we have another error check. It's a 51. 63 is to short. That's Kubek. And he boots it. It's a one-base error on Kubek. That's going to score Fowler at 6-3. And the Yankees are falling apart defensively with 2 errors in the inning and 2 walks. The fundamentals are eluding the World Series champs of '61. 6-3 Cubs. Bryant moves to third. Rizzo's at second. Baez at first. Arroyo struggling. And it's Addison Russell at the plate with 2 outs. Russell not having a good day. 0 for 3. He's got 2 strikeouts. He's going for the hat trick. The pitch to Russell is a 45. That's blank. 45 on Arroyo is an out. That's an 18. Hit to center. Mantle into left center on the run. Gets there for the out. The Cubs add 2 big insurance runs on 2 hits, and they leave 3. After 7 complete, it's 6-3 Cubs. And we're going to get a new pitcher in the top of the 8th. Strope's day is done. He went 2/3 of an inning without incident. And the new pitcher will be the first Cubs closer this season, Hector Rondon. Rondon will bat in the 9 spot. "54 games, 51 innings, 2-3 record, 18 saves." Blanchard will lead off. He came in on the double switch that brought Arroyo in the game in the bottom of the 7th. I'm already liking this series. Good stuff going. Blanchard leads off, then Richardson, then Kubek. Lefty, righty, lefty in the 8th for the Yankees. Not over. Long way to go. These last 6 outs are going to be tough. The pitch to Blanchard is hit to right and deep. Driving Hayward back, and Blanchard has left the yard. It's on to Addison. And it's 6-4 Cubs. Getting started in the bullpen is Aroldis Chapman. Mike Montgomery has taken a seat. Nobody out in the 8th. It's 6-4. Pitch to Richardson. 45 is a blank. 45 on Rondon. He does not have good stuff, by the way. Wild pitch if there's a runner on, but there's not. So that is hit to left. Zobrist toward the line will make the catch, and there's 1 down. Rondon is good for 7 batters. If you're thinking about endurance, Joe Madden's thinking about Maris and Mantle. Kubek is 2 for 3 with an RBI double. The pitch it's an error check, but we rolled a 3, and that's a strikeout. Rondon gets Kubek for strikeout number 1 and out number 2 in the 8th, and now it's Maris. The stretch, Maris 0 for 3. The stretch by Rondon. The pitch is a blank on Maris's card, but hey, struck him out, and Rondon comes back after allowing the dong to Blanchard and gets the Yankees 1-2-3. After 7.5, it's 6-4 Cubs. The Yankees keep coming. Arroyo back out for the 8th inning. It'll be Hayward, Ross in the pitcher spot. Reniff and Daly in the Yankee bullpen. Hayward 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. The pitch is popped up. Elston Howard throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the 8th. Now it's Ross against the left-hander Arroyo. .52 would be an error check, but that's a strikeout, swinging for Ross and Arroyo's second strikeout. Louis can go 10 batters. He has faced 6 to this point, and now it's going to be a hitter for Rondon. And that will be Wilson Contreras. Hitting for Rondon in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Arroyo's pitch to Contreras. It's a blank on Contreras. It's an out on Arroyo. It's a 6, which is grounded to Kubek. He's up with it and throws to Skowron, and that retires the Cubs in the bottom of the 8th. Aroldis Chapman coming on for the save. It's a 6-4 Cub lead as we go to the 9th. So Contreras is done. Rondon is done, and here comes Chapman. My goodness, that's a card. All right, so 28 games as a Cub for Chapman, 1-1 with 16 saves. His stuff is not good. He's a C. He has C stuff, and Mantle, Howard, and Skowron switch righty-righty coming up. If anybody gets on, it'll be the pitcher's spot, Arroyo. And the Yankees still have a few bats on the bench. Mantle's 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch to Mickey. And that just escaped Chapman's strikeout number with a 9. So we've got an error check at 51. It's a 34. That's to first. It's a 6. Let's check Rizzo's number. He's a 0. Oh, wait. He's a 4. He's a 4. And he makes that play unassisted. 1 down in the 9th. All right, it's Howard looking to atone for a rough day. 0 for 3, a double play, and a strikeout on his ledger. Chapman the stretch. The pitch to Elston is a 42. That's a blank. 42 on Chapman is ball 4. So Howard trots down to first, and the tying run comes to the plate here in the 9th inning in Bill Skowron, who's gone deep twice already. He goes deep again. We got a new ball game. Chapman the stretch. The pitch to Skowron. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 1 and 2 gone in the Yankee 9th. Arroyo's spot is due, and coming out of the dugout to pinch hit for the lefty is outfielder Bob Serve. Acquired during the 61 season by the Yankees from the Los Angeles Angels to bolster the bench. There wasn't much left of Bob's knee by this point, but he could still rake. And he can tie this game. So Howard's at first. Serve the tying run. He is also the last chance saloon in the 9th inning. Chapman the stretch. On deck is Clete Boyer. The pitch 56 is a blank. 56, hey, struck him out, and the Cubs win Game 1 of this best-of-5 at Wrigley. It's a 6-4 Cubs winner. Give you the line scores for the victorious 2016 World Series champs. 6 runs on 5 hits, and they committed no errors. For the champs, the Yanks, the 61 Yanks, they scored 4 runs on 7 hits, and they committed 2 errors. Their pitchers walked 5, and they hit 2 batters. There's your ball game. Winning pitcher is Jon Lester. Losing pitcher, Whitey Ford. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman. All right. Thank you for joining me. This is Fall Classic Baseball, 2016 Cubs, 1961 Yankees. Coming soon is Game 2 that will feature Jake Arrieta and Ralph Terry for the second and final game in Wrigley before we go to the house that Ruth built. Have a wonderful evening. I'm Kurt Berglund. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. Appreciate it. Need your help to keep this channel going, so the subscriptions are very important. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.